everybody, Mayor Dan Tolan here. Time for another weekly update. First, I hope everybody's getting out and enjoying this weather because we all know it won't last long, but let's get out and enjoy it while we can. So, first I want to thank our City Clerk Amy White and her election team for the great job they did before, during, and after the election last Tuesday. The final ballot count was 2,670, or 32% of registered voters in River Falls. Of those ballots, nearly 2,000 were cast absentee, compared to 675 in person, as you can see on the graph there. You can also see on the graph the comparison to the 2018 primary and the differences. Our team counted 6 times as many absentee ballots compared to the 2018. While they were doing that, they still managed to prepare and staff 6 polling locations. This is just another example of city staff demonstrating their willingness and ability to take on new challenges while providing excellent services. As we turn our attention to the November election, you can visit myvote.wi.gov to request a ballot or register to vote if you haven't done so already. It just takes a second. We are in the process of getting our staff and poll workers all set for voting in person in November. I will provide important updates and deadline information over the next couple of weeks. So now let's get caught up on the COVID-19 numbers. You will see in the slide 1 shows what is happening in Pierce County. There are 45 active cases, an increase of 7 cases since last week, for a current total of 251, and we've had 1 more death, unfortunately. The activity level remains high. In the next slide, you will see that St. Croix County has 138 active cases, a decrease of 16 since last week. Their activity level is also high. On slide 3, you will see that there are nearly 8,540 active cases in the state, a decrease of 846 since last week. On slide 4, I want to share some of our local and regional criteria for moving to the next phase of our recovery plan. The last figure represents the percentage of beds available to treat COVID patients in the 15-county region of Northwest Wisconsin. You can see that this percentage has remained steady. Although testing capacity in the state is good, our health officials tell us that the wait time for results has been long. As I'm sure you have heard, this is a national problem, and they're trying to get more labs certified to do this kind of testing to help with the backlog, to get the results a lot faster and get people the treatment as soon as they need it. At its meeting last week, the council voted to censure Councilmember Ben Plunkett. The council resolution for censure is a public acknowledgement by the council that his words did not reflect the expectations we have for council behavior, or for encouraging civil discourse on important issues. Like I said last week, council members won't always agree on issues, but it is important that we are always civil and respectful to our citizens and each other. I am very disappointed that a formal action was necessary, but I look forward to moving on and to the City Council's ability to work together for the people of River Falls and what is best for all of us. Last week I promised an update on some development projects. As I have mentioned before, you can always stay current by visiting the web address on your screen below. In the first slide, you'll see the Jug Handle Map. Currently, we are working with the state of Wisconsin on the Jug Handle construction to create a new and safer interchange from Highway 35 onto Division Street near Hoffman Park. This will be an intense and rapid construction project, which is anticipated to be mostly completed at the end of October. You will see a lot of activity in this area next week. As the construction begins in earnest, also next week, some surfacing work will be in full swing on a number of city streets. So make sure and take extra time and be careful around these areas for everyone's safety. You can find more information on these activities at your address below. In the next slide, you'll see the police department rendering. The new police station project in Whitetail Corporate Park is on schedule. Most of the demolition work is expected to be completed this week, followed by excavation work on the addition to the existing building. The police department is expected to begin moving into their new home in early winter. Again, you can watch the progress at the web address below. In the last slide, you will see the clinic rendering. This week, Health Fairview Health Clinic will begin construction at 215 North 2nd Street, behind Family Fresh in the Riverside Square Shopping Mall. The new clinic will bring together a cardiologist, heart surgeons, and a wide range of other cardiac professionals. This clinic will be a significant investment in the downtown area. It will continue the great momentum we have had over the past 20 years on increasing employment and housing in the downtown area. For more information on this and other projects, check the site below. Finally, there are a number of housing projects underway, and we will talk about more of that next week. The site below will give you more details for what to expect in the weeks and months ahead. As always, remember to wash your hands, keep 6 feet apart, and wear your mask. These preventive efforts have been proven to be successful and help to keep the virus at bay. We want all of you to participate. Remember, we are in this together. See you next week, and in the meantime, if you have any questions or comments, concerns, or anything, don't hesitate to get them to me at dtoland@rfcity.org. Thanks, and take care, and be safe.